Time now for The Real Estate Connection with Stephen Theard, a realtor and certified probate and real estate specialist. Whether you're a first-time homebuyer or a seasoned investor looking to downsize, move up, or refinance, this program is for you.
Our house in the middle of our street. Our house that you go to in the middle of our...
From probate sales to landscape design to home repairs and maintenance, this is your weekly look into all things real estate. Now your host for The Real Estate Connection, Stephen Theard.
Welcome to the show. Welcome to The Real Estate Connection. Thank you for joining me today. Today's show is going to be on point, so don't miss a single segment. We're going to jump right in and get this party started in our first segment. Are you looking to buy your first home or investment property? Are you having a hard time saving for the down payment? In our first segment today, you will learn 5 ways to save for a down payment. Now, if you don't want to miss any content on any of the shows in the future, send me an email right now at info@realestateconnectionradio.com. That's info@realestateconnectionradio.com, info@realestateconnectionradio.com with your name and your email address, and I will add you to my podcast distribution list. Now, as I am discussing, and you're going to learn 5 ways to save for a down payment. Credit needs to be given where credit is due. This article I pulled down off of the internet from Eric Sherman. Eric Sherman covers business, technology, finance, personal finance, and economics for such outlets as CBS Money Watch, Inc.com, Fortune.com, and Forbes.com. He's the author or co-author of 10 books on a variety of subjects. So, what are the 5 ways to save for a down payment? Number 1, crowdsource your dream home. That's right, I said it. Crowdsource your dream home. Now, this is something new that is in our 21st century that a lot of people may have not thought about. Now, I've heard of crowdsourcing the dream home from friends, very, 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 very close good friends who are invested in your life heavily, or more than likely your relatives, whether it be an aunt, an uncle, or parents who have saved or have equity in their home to assist you with your down payment. But there is also the general public. So if you do not know what crowdsourcing is, this is what some of the people who have been running technology companies and coming out with new ideas and need funding to get their projects off the ground. Some of these companies include Kickstarter, for example, which is a crowdsourcing for creative projects for people to get them off the ground. Now, for getting a down payment for your home, there is also a website called featherthenest.com. That's featherthenest.com. You can go there, set up a website, and set up a place for people to donate towards the down payment of your home. So instead of getting anniversary gifts or birthday gifts or Christmas gifts, or if it is your birthday and say you're on Facebook, and instead of people sending you presents, sometimes people ask for you to donations to a favorite charity. You can ask for donations towards the down payment of your home and share it out with as many people as you possibly can. There was another website called hatchmyhouse.com, but that has since shut down. So the only one that I have to share with you today is featherthenest.com. You may also consider GoFundMe as an account to set up for crowdsourcing your down payment as well. Ask friends and family to donate rather than gifts for birthdays, anniversaries, or Christmas. Now, if you are looking to purchase a home in the near future and you would like to work with me directly, I am a realtor and practicing in Northern California. Call me right now at 408-472-0817. Again, 408-472-0817. 0817. Call me right now. Let's talk about the next chapter in your life. Okay, now what is a number 2 to help you save for a down payment for your house, or actually save money so that you can use it for a down payment on your house? Number 2 is ask the seller to help. Now, some sellers may be willing to pay for some of your closing costs, and it depends on the market that you are in right now, whether it's flat, whether it's a hot seller's market, or if it's more of a buyer's market. But you may be able to negotiate up to 3% of the sales price for your closing costs. Relieving closing cost expenses allows more money for your down payment. That's right, it will free up money so that you can add it into your down payment towards purchasing the home. This is another smooth technique that your real estate professional can help you determine as to whether or not it is best for your situation in purchasing the home that you are interested in. And again, if you need help or would like help with purchasing that next dream home or investment property, call me right now, 408-472-0817. Again, 408-472-0817. Now, here's a reminder for you in regards to up to 3% of the closing costs. Up to 3% of the purchase amount going towards closing costs. You cannot get cash back in the purchase of a home. Let me repeat that to you. You cannot get cash back during the purchase of a home. All of the 3% that you are asking for of the total purchase price for closing costs must go into expenses for the purchase of the home only. If you are trying to get cash back, or if someone is trying to tell you that you can get cash back through the purchasing of a home, they are going to get you into a lot of trouble. And I can guarantee you, you do not look good in orange. Okay. All right. So moving on to number 3. Look into government programs to assist you with the down payment. That's right. There are government programs out there to assist you with either the down payment on the purchase of your next home or the closing costs on the purchase of your next home. Now, if you're just joining us during the show and you've missed any part of it, we've been talking about how to save for a down payment, the 5 different ways. Send me an email right now at info or info@realestateconnectionradio.com. That's info@realestateconnectionradio.com with your name and email address, and I would be happy to add you to my podcast distribution list. Or if you're seeking help with either the purchase of a home or the sale of a home, call me right now at 408-472-0817. When we get back from our hard break, which is coming up, we will continue down the road of 5 ways to save for a down payment for the purchase of your next home, as we are on step number 3, which is look into government programs. And when we get back from the break, we're going to discuss the federal government's role in assisting you with a down payment for your home. So stay with me. We'll see you when we get back from paying some bills. And thank you for joining me on the Real Estate Connection today. See you in a minute.
Now back to the Real Estate Connection with Realtor and Certified Probate and Real Estate Specialist, Stephen Theard.
Welcome back to the Real Estate Connection. Thank you for joining me as we are discussing in the first segment 5 ways to save for a down payment or to save money on your down payment. If you've missed any portion of today's show, send me an email right now at info@realestateconnectionradio.com. That's info@realestateconnectionradio.com, and I would be happy to add you to my podcast distribution list. In the body of the email, give me your name and email address, and I will add you as soon as possible. Now, back to the show. What are the 5 ways to save for a down payment? Number 3, look into government programs. So the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development, HUD, offers home ownership programs. HUD has assistance for down payments and closing costs. Now, these plans are based on your location and income. HUD has a link by states to show what programs are available by state. So here is the website address for you to check what HUD programs are available to you in your area. That's www.hud.gov/states. Again, that's www.hud.gov/states. STATES. Go to that website and you will find the programs that are available to you in your geographical location. Again, if you need any help or assistance, or you would like for me to send you a link to this website, send me an email at info@realestateconnectionradio.com. That's info@realestateconnectionradio.com, and I would be happy to send you a link. Or if you just need assistance with the purchase of your next dream home for the next chapter in your life, or to sell your homes, call me at 408-472-0817. Again, 408-472-0817. Now, HUD offers help by profession as well. They have special programs for you if you are a law enforcement professional, if you are a teacher, or if you are an emergency medical technician or first responder. There are special programs just for you in those professions to help you either with the down payment or the closing costs on the purchase of a home. Now, cities also offer down payment assistance programs and closing cost help as well. I know for a fact if you live in the city of San Jose, you can go to the internet and search for City of San Jose down payment assistance programs or closing cost help, and you will be able to find information that will assist you with your down payment on the purchase of your next home. However, it is based upon your income and your credit scores as well. So make sure that when you're looking up the information that you have the supporting documentation or have an idea where your income level is at, so you know where you fall as far as assistance is concerned with city programs. Additionally, if you live outside of the city of San Jose, do an internet search for your particular city and see what programs are available to you specifically. Check what's available in the city that you live in. Okay, so what is number 4? What is the 4th way to help save for down payments or closing costs? Number 4 is check with your employer, especially if you live and work in Silicon Valley. Along with 401ks, some employers offer down payment assistance programs for their employees. Now, you will have, with a lot of high-tech companies, not only 401ks or profit sharing or stock options that are available to you, but as a way to retain talent in a high cost of living area, a lot of employers have implemented programs to assist with employees making a down payment on their home. If you have children that work for these companies and they're looking to get out and buy their first house, you may want to suggest to them to check with their employers. They probably already know, because most people who work for big companies are aware of the programs that they offer. So remember that there are employers out there that will assist with the down payment. Now, if you're looking for help with purchasing a home or selling your next home, give me a call. I would love to help you with the next chapter of your life. I can be reached directly at 408-472-0817. Again, 408-472-0817. And let's talk. Let's make an appointment, sit down, and put a strategy together to get you into your next home or purchase your investment property, or to sell the home that you're living in now so that you can move into that fantastic dream home. Or if you're looking to downsize or even move out of state because you're looking for opportunities outside of the state of California, I would love to help you in that regard as well. So what is number 5 as far as how to save money for your down payment when you are looking to purchase a home? Not look into special lender programs, okay? Special lender programs. So not all lenders or not all loans require a 20% down payment. This is a myth in the realm, especially for first-time buyers. If you are a first-time buyer, do not fall for the myth that you need 20% down in order to purchase your home. See what you are eligible for and what products other than 20% loan down payments are available to you in the marketplace. Veterans administrations or veteran administration or VA loans offer as little as 0% down. So if you have served your country and you have earned the benefit of a VA loan, take advantage of it, especially in a high barrier to entry marketplace like the Bay Area, where you would need a high dollar amount down payment in order to get into a home. A VA loan will offer you the opportunity to get into a property with as little as 0% down. Also, you should look into USDA loans for rural areas where it can also be as little as 0% down. So if you're looking to move out into San Benito County or north of Livermore, out into maybe Tracy, or into the more rural communities of maybe Modesto or Lodi, and it's considered USDA area, which you will have to check with your lender, USDA loans offer as little as 0% down. I have a good friend of mine who just moved out to Alabama and was able to purchase a home in a rural area under the USDA program with zero money down. So this is another avenue for you as far as a single family home that is going to be owner occupied. If you need more help, reach out to me directly and I can connect you with a good lender who you can ask these questions to at 408-472-0817. Again, 408-472-0817. And if you've just joined us and you've missed any part of today's show, don't miss any more content. Send me an email right now at info@realestateconnectionradio.com. That's info@realestateconnectionradio.com with your name and email address, and I would be happy to add you to my podcast distribution list. Now, when we get back from the break, we're going to continue through number 5 as far as government assistance programs, lending programs that require not as much as 20% down. So stay with me, and I will see you when we get back from the break.
Looking to buy, sell, or refinance a home? Maybe you just need to spruce up the one you've got. This is the show that shows you how. It's The Real Estate Connection. Once again, your host, Stephen Theard.
Welcome to The Real Estate Connection. Welcome back. Thank you for joining me today on the show. If you've missed any part of today's content or you're just joining us, we've been talking about 5 ways to save on a down payment on a home. And if you've missed any of the prior segments and would like to know what you've missed, send me an email right now at info@realestateconnectionradio.com. That's info@realestateconnectionradio.com. And I would be happy to add you to my podcast distribution list. In the body of the email, give me your name and email address so that we can email you directly. And that way you will not miss any of the future content as it comes out live on the radio. So in this segment, we've been covering 5 ways to save money on a down payment for a home. And if you're out there looking for a home right now and you need a realtor to get it done for you, call me. 408-472-0817. 408-472-0817. Let me help you write the next chapter of your life. Yeah, that's right. A little applause there. Okay, let's get back into it. So before the break, we were talking about lending programs that do not require 20% down, which saves you on the down payment of a home. Now, you should also look into FHA loans. Those are Fair Housing Administration loans. These loans only require up to 3.5% down. They only require 3.5% down in order to get into the loan. This will save you on your cash outflow to purchase a property. However, remember that anytime you're using a loan that doesn't have at least 20% down, there may be mortgage insurance that is required to be paid as part of your monthly mortgage amount. So you can get into a property with less than 20% down, but usually it comes with mortgage insurance. Now, the mortgage insurance you pay will not be forever, depending on how long you stay in the property. Once you are up to 80% or more equity, then you can refinance out of your mortgage insurance. So that's something to keep in mind if you are using any of the programs for lenders where you are not going to be putting down 20%. However, they exist and they're out there, so you should look for them. This will save you money, especially in the Bay Area where housing costs are very high and the down payment to get into a house can be expensive. So look and see what is out there. Okay, we're going to shift gears into segment 2. We are going to keep on the vein of finance. So in segment 2 today, we are going to look at credit. All right. So unless you have mad cash in the bank, you will need a loan to purchase a home. right? And we were just talking about that. I was telling you that you would need a down payment to get into a loan. And most people who are going to buy a home are going to get a loan. Now, you will also, besides the cash down payment to get into a property, you will also need good credit to purchase your home. So in segment 2, you will learn 8, I say again, 8 credit score myths that are out there that I am going to debunk for you. All right, so credit needs to go where credit is due. In an article written by Lisa Kaplan Gordon is where this information is coming. Now, Lisa Kaplan Gordon is an award-winning Pulitzer Prize nominated writer who contributes to real estate and home improvement sites. In her spare time, yes, she has spare time, she gardens, manages 3 dogs, and plots to get her 21-year-old out of her basement. That's a little humor for you, for all those people that still have adult children living at home. So, what is the first credit myth that I will debunk for you? The first one is always carry a small balance on your credit card. Now, here's the reality. Here are the 2 things you need to know. Pay your credit card bills on time and don't continually max out your credit limit. A creditor wants to see you pay all of your bill, and the credit agencies like to see you keeping a balance, does not like to see you maxing out your credit cards. So keeping a balance only increases the interest you pay over time. So this is the first myth that is debunked for you. You do not always need to carry a small balance on your credit card. It actually works against you because you are now going to continually be paying interest. So do not think that you need to always be carrying a small dollar amount on your credit card. Now, if you're looking to buy a home again in the near future, or maybe even the next couple of weeks, you've decided this is it, we're moving forward, and you need help, give me a call, 408-472-0817. Again, 408-472-0817, and let me help you write the next chapter of your life. And if you've missed any part of today's show, or you're just joining us, and you would not like to miss any additional future content, send me an email right now at info@realestateconnectionradio.com. That's info@realestateconnectionradio.com with your name and email address, and I would be happy to add you to my podcast distribution list. So, what is credit myth number 2? It's okay to make your card payment a day late if you pay off your entire balance. That is our number 2 myth of the day. The truth is, the fastest way to reduce your credit score is to make late payments. All right. To maximize your credit score, make your payments on time and pay your credit card debt in full. Now, however, we are all human, and issues come up for everyone. If you are going to be late on your credit card payment, contact the credit card company or lender before the due date and let them know. Oftentimes, they will be able to help you out and maybe save that ding on your credit score. The last thing you want to do is work very hard over a long period of time building up your credit and then run into an issue where you have to make a late payment and then have your score drop immediately. What you want to do is contact your credit card company ahead of time and let them know that an issue has popped up so that they can work with you to maintain your credit score or your credit rating. So what is credit myth number 3? Closing old cards will erase negative history. This is a myth. Credit card companies keep information on you going back 7 years. All right, so we're about ready to hit a hard break. If you've just joined us and you've missed any part of today's show and you would like a copy of the entire broadcast, send me an email at info@realestateconnectionradio.com. That's info@realestateconnectionradio.com with your name and email address, and I would be happy to add you to my podcast distribution list. So when we get back from the break, we'll keep debunking credit myths. So stay with me, and we'll see you when we get done for paying some bills.
Now back to the Real Estate Connection with Realtor and Certified Probate and Real Estate Specialist, Stephen Theard.
Welcome back to the Real Estate Connection. Thank you for joining me today. Hey, if you've missed any part of today's show and you'd like to catch up on any content that you may have missed, send me an email right now at info@realestateconnectionradio.com. That's info@realestateconnectionradio.com with your name and email address, and I would be happy to add you to my podcast distribution list. That's right, my podcast distribution list. Never miss any content moving forward. Now, in this segment, we have been discussing the myths regarding credit cards. How many myths? 8 myths regarding credit cards. Now, myth number 3 is closing old credit cards will erase negative history. This is a myth. Credit card companies keep information on you going back 7 years. That's right, 7, the number of completion. Credit card, the longer you have used a credit card successfully, the better your credit score. So the longer you keep that card and the longer you keep it and use it successfully, the higher your score goes up. You are judged by how much credit you are using and using successfully. This is important. So if you do have a credit card that has some dings on it, go ahead and bring it up to speed, pay up the debt or pay off the past balance, keep it open, and start using it again and pay on time, so that you can rebuild your credit history with this card and show that you can turn the corner or move 180 degrees from the direction you were headed. And this will reflect well for you on your credit score history. Now, what's credit myth number 4? If you have never had credit, you have a perfect score. So let me repeat that. Credit myth number 4 is, if you have never had credit, you have a perfect score. So, not having a credit history hurts you, especially if you're getting ready to buy a home. You have what is called a thin file. You need to have history of borrowing and paying back to establish a pattern to be judged by the credit bureaus and for a lender to lend you hundreds of thousands of dollars to buy a home. This is very important if you are getting ready to buy a property or a house and you think you are doing yourself a favor by not having any debt or any credit history at all. You will not be able to obtain a loan. So don't hold off on getting your credit history started. If you are looking to buy a home in the near future, go out and get a credit card. I know, it goes against what you believe. You don't like credit, but you don't have to keep the credit. Use the card as like cash. Buy something and then pay off the credit card every month. Treat it like a cash account. So if you have $100 and you're going to go buy something anyway with that $100 that you need in your life, Use the credit card, spend the $100, and then at the end of the month, pay off the card. This will drive up your credit score very quickly and establish credit for you so that you can go out and buy a home. Again, if you have any questions about purchasing a property, call me directly, 408-472-0817. Again, 408-472-0817. So what's credit myth number 5? Checking your credit score frequently will hurt your score. Now, how else do you know where your credit score stands if you do not check it frequently, right? You personally checking your credit score is called a soft credit check. Soft credit checks do not affect your score. Hard credit checks can affect your score by a few points. So what are hard credit checks? Hard credit checks are when companies pull your credit for a car loan, personal line of credit, or credit card applications. So, my advice to you is check your credit consistently. Use free sites like Credit Karma. Checking your credit frequently will keep you protected from identity theft, because seeing a sudden drop in credit for no reason may indicate hard credit checks against your credit, which you have not initiated, right? You know where you're applying for car loans. You know when you're applying for a new credit card. You may know when you're looking for a personal line of credit, and you're expecting your credit score to take maybe a little bit of a drop because you've been applying for these things. If you're checking your credit score frequently and you see a drop that happens out of nowhere, and you have not been engaging in any of these hard credit check activities, this may be a strong indication that somebody is trying to abscond with your identity. And this is the time to check to make sure everything is okay. So my advice to you is check your credit score frequently, because it also gets you in a good habit of paying things on time and driving your credit score up. Again, if you've missed any part of today's show and you would like more information about credit myths, send me an email at info@realestateconnectionradio.com. That's info@realestateconnectionradio.com with your name and email address, and I would be glad to add you to my podcast distribution list. So, what is credit myth number 6? Paying off a student loan or car loan early will hurt my credit. Credit companies will not ding your credit for paying off student loan or car loans early. Hear me now. Credit card companies will not ding your credit for paying off student loans or car loans early. So if you can get them paid off early, make it so. Get it done. This will help you. This is good. It will also improve your credit because the credit agencies will see that you honor your commitments. Credit myth number 7. Your age, sex, and other non-money issues affect your credit score. Okay, I'm going to tell you something. Times have changed considerably. Federal laws protect you from credit discrimination. It is illegal to discriminate against you for race, sex, color, or national origin. If you feel like this is happening, report it to HUD. This is very, very illegal, especially in the climate that we are living in now. This is a hot button issue, and it is the third rail of no-nos for credit agencies right now, especially in the environment that we are living in right now. Now, credit card companies may ask you these questions, but it is illegal to use the data to stop you from obtaining credit. Again, if you're looking to buy a home and you have questions about credit or down payments, call me right now at 408-472-0817. Again, that's 408-472-0817. And I would be glad to assist you with the purchase of your next home or investment property. Allow me to help you to write the next chapter of your life. And again, if you've missed any content from today's show, send me an email right now at info@realestateconnectionradio.com. That's info@realestateconnectionradio.com with your name and email address, and I would be happy to add you to my podcast distribution list. So, we're going to tease it. What is credit myth number 8? When we get back from paying some bills, we're going to jump in to what is the last and final credit myth of the day. Again, I would like to thank you for joining me on the Real Estate Connection. And when we get back from paying some bills, we are going to wrap up the show with what is the 8th myth for credit. We'll see you when we get back from the break.
Looking to buy, sell, or refinance a home? Maybe you just need to spruce up the one you've got. This is the show that shows you how. It's the Real Estate Connection. Once again, your host, Stephen Theard.
Welcome back to the Real Estate Connection. Thank you for joining me on today's show. If you have missed any of today's content and you would like to know what you've missed, send me an email right now at info@realestateconnectionradio.com. That's info@realestateconnectionradio.com with your name and email address, and I will add you to my podcast distribution list so that you don't have to miss any more content in the future. Now, we were discussing the 8 credit myths out there before we went to the break. And in this last and final segment, we are going to cover myth number 8. So what is it? My credit score can hurt or help my chances of landing a job. Now, this credit myth is partially true. It depends on the job that you are applying for. If your job requires a security clearance, so if you're working for the federal government or a federal government contractor and it requires a security clearance, a low credit score or a bad or messed up financial position could make you vulnerable to bribery, especially if you're working in a part of the government where there is top secret information that is valuable to our enemies, right? So having bad credit or a poor financial position opens you up or makes you more vulnerable to bribery. And so they may be concerned with that. If your job requires the use of a company credit card, a bad credit score could hurt as well. Now, the good news is your employer must ask your permission to pull your credit. So you actually have to give them permission. And also, the good news is the employer credit inquiry is a soft credit pull and will not hurt your credit. So that's it for the credit myths. That's the 8th and final one. If you've missed any of those and you would like to know what you've missed on today's show, again, send me an email at info or info@realestateconnectionradio.com, and I would be happy to add you to my podcast distribution list. Again, an email at info@realestateconnectionradio.com. Send me your name and email address so I know where to send that podcast notification. Now, as it relates to what's going on in today's show with finance, what does the Bible have to say about credit? Well, I think this is a Bible verse that we can all agree with. It comes from the book of Ecclesiastes, and it's Ecclesiastes chapter 5, verse 5. It is better that you should not vow than that you should vow and not pay. So let me repeat that. It is better that you should not vow than that you should vow and not pay. So basically, it's better that you shouldn't make a promise to pay than you should make the promise and not pay. So that's what we've been talking about. Credit and down payments. Okay, so the market is going up, pendings are going up, and houses are selling. If you have any questions or you would like help with either selling a house or buying a house, call me at 408-472-0817. Again, that's 408-472-0817. Hello, Oscar Gonzalez, who's watching me live. Thank you for watching me. As we wrap the show, I just would like to say, God bless you. God bless the United States of America. I hope you all are staying safe and healthy out there as we look forward to what's coming up, which is the celebration in July of the birthday of the United States of America, our independence. God bless the United States of America. Stay safe out there, everyone. And I will see you next week on The Real Estate Connection. Take care. Goodbye.
This has been The Real Estate Connection with Realtor and Certified Probate and Real Estate Specialist Stephen Theard. Licensed Cal BRE number 0170019. For more information on this program, visit realestateconnectionradio.com. To contact Stephen directly, call 408-472-0817 or email info@realestateconnectionradio.com. And be sure to tune in next week at this time for The Real Estate Connection.